What's up, guys? This is Yanna, and welcome to episode 3 of Yanna unLoc'd. Today is all about social commentary. There are some things that I've seen on Facebook, in the blogs, some crazy memes that I have had to go and look up, and I just feel like we should address them. But let's start with the weather. People were moaning and whining and complaining this morning about how they got snow, how yesterday it was 60 degrees and today it's 30. Um, so last night I looked at the forecast and it said that it was going to be 30. So I put out a suit that was appropriate for the weather because it is April. It's not June or July or August. It's April. And there are some of us who are actually old enough to remember that back in the late 90s, there was a blizzard in April. So this is not really unprecedented weather. There was frost on my car this morning, and so I warmed it up and I defrosted it, and then I went on about my business because Mother Nature cares nothing about what we say or think or how much we moan and whine and complain. At least we're not in the midst of a polar vortex, and I think tomorrow it's going to be warmer. So we just kind of need to suck it up because it's still sprinter. It's not summer. So don't put away your heavy coat. Don't put away your boots. Don't pull out your armhole shirts and your tank tops and your short pants. There'll be time enough for that, but that time is not now. And no one hates winter more than I do. However, I will take 30 degrees and a little frost over -3 degrees and 13 inches of snow any day. So enough about that. Vybz Kartel, as many of you know, has been sentenced to 35 years in prison. His wife, his common law wife, which, only means that they were not officially married, has stated that she intends to wait for him for 35 years. In 35 years, Vybz Kartel will be 73. I am not commenting on their relationship. I am not commenting on how much you should or should not do for a person or how much you love a person. I am merely stating that 35 years is a long freaking time. I understand they have children together. The children will be long grown, probably will have children of their own. Now, unless her home is next to the prison and they are going to allow conjugal visits on a daily basis, I can truly say that I do not understand. Because I have trouble believing that Vybz Kartel or any man would be waiting for a woman to come out of prison for 35 days, much less 35 years. Don't believe what you saw in that Rick Ross Aston Martin video. It is not going down like that. You will come out of prison and there will be no man waiting for you, no car. You will have on your dusty clothes that you wore when you went in there however long ago, and you will be calling a family member hoping that they will come and collect you from outside the prison gates. 35 years. I mean, 5, maybe 10 if you were defending your family. That's all I'm saying. 35 years is a long time. Then there is this young fella who is a member of the rap group North Star. It's a group affiliated with the Wu-Tang Clan. I have to admit that I'm not familiar with them. Love Wu-Tang. Love a lot of the Wu-Tang members. But North Star, which is the name of the group, I'm not familiar with them. Apparently, RZA discovered them outside of a studio or a record store or some such place back in the 90s, the late 90s, and they have had an album. I don't know if they have a fan base. I don't know much about them. But apparently one of the members, there are only 2, but apparently one of the members early this morning, in what they're calling an attempted suicide, cut off his penis and jumped off a second-story balcony. His friends, and I say friends because I don't know if they're really his friends, they were the people who were there when it happened, and TMZ, which is the media outlet that broke the story, is saying that these are his friends or they live in the building or something like that. But in any case, his friends are saying it happened so fast, they didn't know what was going on. The fall clearly did not kill him. By the time they got down to the first floor, he was running around screaming. And they also stated that they could not understand why he would do such a thing because they had not taken any hard drugs that would make them do such a thing. Here are some of the things that I have trouble with. First of all, this whole it happened so fast. Just say we weren't in the room. We don't know what the man was doing. Because there's no way that a bunch of men were sitting in a room when one man decides he's going to whip out his penis and chop it off and jump off the terrace. There's no way that happened. Because first of all, from the minute that the man whip out his penis in a room full of other men, it's going to be a problem. Second, I am not a chef. I am not, well versed in the specifics of anatomy. I'm not going to, pretend I know everything there is to know about the penis since I don't have one. I've seen some, I have a passing familiarity with one in particular, but I'm not going to play that I know everything there is to know about a penis. But what I do know is that unless he was using a samurai sword, it didn't happen that fast. That's all I'm going to say. And third, we weren't doing any hard drugs that would cause him to do that. The last time I checked, you did not find people on the news saying, yeah, see what happened was we were smoking this weed, right? Because it may or may not be legal here. And it was laced with something. And, next thing you know, the man went batshit crazy. Last time I checked, no one's saying that. So it's unfortunate what happened to this young man. I don't make light of suicide because I don't think that taking your life in any circumstance is ever the answer. And there has been, it has been very prevalent in the news lately of people taking their own lives because they could not deal with whatever was going on in their lives. So I am not in any way making light of suicide. I think it is a terrible thing. I think that this young man needs some sort of help and I pray he gets it. But what I'm saying is it didn't happen that fast. And we're not confessing on the news that we were taking drugs that would make us do some madness like that. Yes, we are going to talk about Mimi Faust and her sex tape. For those of you who are not Love and Hip Hop Atlanta aficionados, Mimi Faust is, and I won't call her an actress, she is a woman who is on a reality TV show called Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She is the mother of Stevie J's youngest daughter because I actually don't know if he has other children or not. I cannot recall. I don't think so, but she is the mother of his youngest child, and she has gone through a lot of drama with him over the course of the however many seasons it has been showing. And yes, I do watch it. Ratchet Monday is what I call it, and I rush home and I enjoy watching it. I find it hilarious. Sad, but hilarious. And so apparently she and her current boyfriend, Nico, made this sex tape that was not supposed to be for public consumption. Or so they say. I saw a trailer. Yes, I went to WorldStar and I looked it up because there were so many memes flying about this shower rod, and I wasn't getting any jokes. So I wanted to get any jokes. So I went to look it up, and I saw the trailer for the video. And this is about the most professional home video, not for public consumption sex tape that I have ever seen in my life. Not that I know a lot about home sex tape videos. But let's just say that I think it's very sad that she felt the need to engage in what you do in your bedroom is your business. Let me just say that. What you do in your bedroom or from your shower rod or from your chandelier or however high you want to lift your leg in front of your mirror, that's your business. I'm not judging on that. That is nobody's business. But she has been very judgmental over the course of Love and Hip Hop. And so I think that this is a really bad look for her. And I think that when her daughter gets old enough to know about these things, she's going to look at her mother a little differently. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Last thing, Sean Combs, otherwise known as Diddy, has been invited to be the commencement speaker at Howard University. And he is getting some backlash from many of the students who are complaining because he dropped out of college to pursue his musical aspirations. Here's my thing. Steve Jobs dropped out of college and gave the commencement speech at Stanford. Stanford is one of the most prestigious universities in the United States of America, possibly in the world. He gave the commencement speech. Let's see who else has dropped out of college. Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg. And I'm pretty sure that if they were invited to a university to give a commencement speech, no one would be calling them college dropouts. But you know how sometimes your own people do. Forbes' list of the 5 richest rappers comes out, I believe, next month. But on that list, Diddy is number 1. His net worth is listed at $580 million. All I'm saying is that if a man who dropped out of Howard and went on to become a millionaire and is listed as number 1 on the richest rappers list in Forbes, which is a well-respected business and financial publication, perhaps he does have something that he could teach you. Now, he can't teach you anything about staying in college per se, but he can probably teach you a little something about business. And I'm not a fan. I think he's a very astute businessman. He is not a rapper. He's miscategorized as a rapper. The other people on the list, Jay-Z, 50, Birdman, Jay-Z, 50, Birdman. Oh, and Dr. Dre. Yes, they are rappers. Diddy is an entertainer. He is a businessman. He is not a rapper, but that is neither here or there. Forbes is calling him a rapper. His net worth is higher than any of those other 4 people, so that's what it is. My point is this. You can learn from anyone. The man has made $580 million. He has several business ventures, and there's no way that anyone in their right mind could not say that he is not successful. So therefore, perhaps he has something to say. And instead of looking at him and saying, oh, he dropped out, what can he tell us? Maybe you should be saying, well, what would you suggest since we are not going to drop out? But again, you know how it is with some people. Finally, we can talk about my shirt, because I know you were wondering about my shirt. Yes, this is Spider-Man. This is actually an Under Armour. No, they are not paying me to say that. An Under Armour Spider-Man workout shirt. And this is in honor of it being Wednesday. And at my box, CrossFit Breed, it would be Superhero Wednesday, which basically just means that the WOD would be more hellish than many of the other days of the week. And I would probably be crying before it was done. However, I have some knee issues, so I have not been to my box in a while. But today, I felt like celebrating my camaraderie with my CrossFit Breed family, even though I'm not at the box. Hence, my Spider-Man workout shirt. So, rate, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you next time.